Welcome to Subject Soup. Can discarded orange peels help save the planet? Costa Rica is proving they can by using them to restore forests, boost biodiversity, and fight climate change. Discover this groundbreaking eco-solution. How Costa Rica is reviving forests by dumping tons of orange peels. The Orange Peel Experiment. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's as zesty as it is green, how Costa Rica is using orange peels to bring life back to its forests. Yes, you heard that right. Let's peel back the layers and explore this innovative approach to forest regeneration. Imagine a scenario where waste isn't just discarded but becomes the very key to regeneration. That's exactly what happened in Costa Rica, specifically within the Area de Conservation Guanacaste. This wasn't just any random act, it was a well-thought-out ecological experiment spearheaded by two brilliant minds, Daniel Jansen and Winnie Hallwachs. In the 1990s, these ecologists looked at the degraded landscapes within the ACG, lands once rich with forest but turned into pastures for cattle. They saw potential where others saw waste. They proposed an unconventional solution, use the waste from orange processing to revitalize these areas. The deal was struck with Del Oro, a local orange juice manufacturer. Del Oro would donate part of its forested land to the ACG in exchange for using these areas to dump their orange peel waste. This wasn't about dumping for dumping's sake, it was about transforming waste into a resource. The idea was simple yet revolutionary. Orange peels, often seen as waste, are loaded with nutrients. By piling them in these barren lands, they would decompose, enriching the soil, thus providing a natural fertilizer to kickstart forest regeneration. But how did they get here? It all started with observing the natural cycles of growth and decay. In nature, nothing goes to waste, everything decomposes to nourish new life. Jansen and Hallwachs were essentially mimicking this process on a larger scale. This approach was not without its skeptics. Some viewed it as simply creating a new problem, a biohazard, rather than a solution. But the ecologists were betting on nature's resilience and ability to turn the situation around. The initial phase was messy. Imagine thousands of tons of orange peels dumped into what was once a cattle pasture. The smell was overwhelming, and flies swarmed the area. It looked like an environmental disaster, but this was just the beginning of the transformation. The strategy was to let nature take its course. Over time, the peels would break down, releasing nutrients back into the soil. This wasn't a quick fix, it was a long-term ecological project. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this actually work? Orange peels are not just your average kitchen waste, they're a powerhouse of nutrients essential for plant growth. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the NPK you see on fertilizer labels, are all present in orange peels. Nitrogen helps in leaf growth, phosphorus strengthens roots and flowers, and potassium aids in overall plant health and disease resistance. When these peels decompose, they don't just fertilize the soil, they also improve its structure. They increase soil's ability to hold water, which is crucial in areas recovering from drought or degradation due to overgrazing. Another key aspect is the battle against invasive species. The thick layer of peels creates a barrier that many invasive plants can't break through, giving native species a chance to reclaim the land. But this experiment was also about observing how ecosystems respond to additional organic matter. Would it lead to an increase in biodiversity, or would it favor certain species over others? Data collection was meticulous. Researchers monitored soil composition, plant growth, and species diversity over years. They wanted to see not just if the forest would grow back, but how it would grow back. The results were more than promising. 16 years after the initial dumping, the biomass above ground had increased by 176%. This wasn't just about more trees, it was about healthier, more diverse forests. The area treated with orange peels showed significantly more species of trees than the untreated areas, suggesting that this method not only speeds up forest recovery but also enhances biodiversity. This wasn't just about bringing back trees, it was about restoring the entire ecosystem. The richer soil meant better conditions for other flora and fauna, creating a ripple effect through the food chain. However, as with many innovative ideas, controversy brewed. Not everyone was peeling with joy over this project. A rival juice company, Tico Fruit, saw this not as ecological restoration but as pollution of national parkland. Tico Fruit took Del Oro to court, arguing that the dumping of orange waste was defiling a national park. This legal challenge threw a wrench in the plans, questioning the environmental ethics of the project. The Costa Rican Supreme Court eventually sided with Tico Fruit, leading to the cessation of the orange peel dumping. The project was halted, but the forest had already changed. By the time the legal battle concluded, the once barren land had transformed into a lush forest, proving the success of the method. The site, once marked for an experimental dump, was now just another part of the thriving forest. This legal outcome highlighted a broader debate: where do we draw the line between waste management and environmental conservation? It posed ethical questions about using one part of nature to heal another. Despite the halt, the area continued to be monitored, providing valuable data on long-term effects post-intervention. This data was crucial in understanding how such natural processes could be replicated elsewhere. The controversy also sparked a conversation about corporate responsibility in environmental stewardship. If companies can contribute to ecological restoration through their waste, should they be encouraged or restricted? This project also became a case study in environmental law, public policy, and the intersection of commerce and conservation. It was a lesson in how quickly community and judicial perceptions can shift in matters of environmental practice. While the project stopped, its legacy continued through the forest it helped regenerate and the lessons learned about ecological innovation, corporate involvement, and regulatory frameworks. This tale isn't just about orange peels, it's about rethinking our approach to waste, sustainability, and environmental restoration. It's a testament to how collaboration between businesses and conservationists can lead to innovative ecological solutions. This project showed that with the right approach, what we often throw away can be turned into green gold. It's about seeing potential where others see waste, and it's a lesson in patience. Sometimes, the best results come from letting nature take its course over time. The implications are vast. If agricultural waste can be used to restore ecosystems in Costa Rica, imagine what could be done worldwide. This could set a precedent for how we deal with organic waste globally. It also brings up questions about scalability. Can this method be applied to larger areas or different ecosystems? Each environment has its unique challenges, but the principles might be universally applicable. The story of Costa Rica's orange peels is also about community involvement and education. It's about changing perceptions from viewing waste as a problem to a resource, altering behaviors at both the corporate and individual levels. This orange peel initiative could serve as a blueprint for other regions facing similar challenges with deforestation and waste management. Imagine if we could harness agricultural waste worldwide for ecological restoration. The project's success has inspired researchers and environmentalists to look at other forms of organic waste. Could coffee grounds, banana peels, or even brewery waste play a role in similar regeneration projects? It's also about integrating these practices into policy. Governments and NGOs can use these examples to draft regulations that encourage sustainable waste management practices that benefit the environment. For businesses, it's an opportunity to rethink their waste streams. Instead of disposal costs, they could see waste as an asset for environmental projects, potentially with economic benefits through carbon credits or conservation partnerships. Education is key. This story can be used in schools, universities, and public campaigns to teach about the circular economy, where the end of one process becomes the beginning of another. Costa Rica's orange peel experiment is a shining example of how unconventional methods can lead to significant environmental benefits. It's a story of transformation, from waste to wonder, and it's giving us all a new perspective on what's possible when we think outside the bin. So, next time you enjoy a glass of orange juice, remember, those peels might just be on their way to helping revive a forest somewhere. Thanks for tuning in, And if you found this story as juicy as I did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more eco-friendly adventures. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning. If you've been enjoying the content and finding it helpful or interesting, I'd love to have you join our community by subscribing to the channel. It's completely free and helps the channel grow so I can keep bringing you even more awesome content. No pressure, but your support means the world to me. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.